So, I sold these today. Hold on. Oh, I wanted to say, I did my stickerification to the inside as well, both the front and back cover. It's my favorite shit. And yeah, really, you should be jealous of this shirt. So I think okay, I got some wax paper here. Okay. Let's see how much it will cost to ship. 3 ounces. Count. It's saying $3.48. I charged $5 for shipping, so let's go.
Shake your money, nigga, like somebody about to pay ya. I see you on my radar, don't you act like you afraid of shit.
You know I got it, if you wanna come get it, stand next to this money like, hey, hey, hey.
You know, I definitely checked everything that came across my table this morning. I did not authorize more snow. This is bullshit. I feel like with more light, there's less stutter, because there's stutter in the video, because I like the top down that I did for the light review. Anyway, I have no idea where my fucking Insta360 is, and it's got some footage on it, so I need to find it. I'm hoping it's upstairs. But day 6, even though we skipped a day, it's still day 6 of this book here. And here's what's changed is the prompt. What have been the biggest changes you've seen in your life or industry over the past 10 years, and what have you learned? 10 years. So that would be 2012. I was living with my mother because she was unable to maintain her own individual domain. To be fair, neither was I at the time, because I think in 2012 I was Target. I think I was working at Target. No, that's not right. 2012 would have been AutoZone. 2012 would have been AutoZone. So I was working at AutoZone. I think Erica had actually also moved in at that time. So from that, I'm going to be making way more money with this new job. So that's been a huge change. My income level is significantly higher than it was back then. My mom is dead. My father is dead. And my uncle, who was like a father to me, he was sort of the only father figure I ever had, is also dead. So, I'm an orphan. I wasn't an orphan 10 years ago. Now I'm an orphan. So that's been interesting to deal with on an emotional level. What have I learned from that change? Probably that I cared about that more than I ever really gave credit to. Not my father. Fuck him. What I learned there was that the only thing I harbored for him was that I wanted to punch him in his face. That's literally what I learned. When I found out, my sister called me, and it was kind of one of those things, like, we don't speak very often, so my sister calls me, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm still in bed, she calls me via Messenger, video chat, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck's happening? So I pick up, I'm like, what's going on? She's like, hey, so our so-called father died. And I said, I didn't say anything. There was like an initial blankness. And then the first thing that came to my mind was, damn, now I don't get to punch him in his face. That's when I realized that I had moved on from all that kind of shit that I had stored up inside. This has like a little extra thing on the bottom. Let's get topical. yeah, that's what I learned from that. Is that I learned that I kind of got over all the hatred and the negativity I had towards him because I had my sisters now. So like, he was a necessary evil. You know what I mean? Like, he was a necessary evil. That's what he was. I've learned what I want to do, what I want to accomplish for myself in my life. So that's a huge plus. Man, it's just to think back 10 years. 10 years ago, the landscape of the world was so different. I've learned to monitor my language better, and not so much as to like censor myself, but more so to like be conscious and mindful of how I say things. Almost got fucking hit in the face once because I was saying one thing and I knew what I was saying made sense, and the person I was talking to did not know and was like, listen, you need to stop fucking repeating yourself, because I repeated myself probably 7-10 times. And I was like, this, and they were like, stop that. What the fuck does that mean? And I just repeated myself because I'm like, this is that, it means the thing I'm saying. And in my head, it made sense. And they were like, I'll fucking hit you if you don't fucking stop. And I was like, oh my God, I might actually get hit here. So I was like, let me pause for a second, shuffle some words around, and fucking demonstrate what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's been an interesting, eye-opening in that aspect, to almost get punched in the face, hit in the face with an object, actually, is what it was. But nonetheless, it was eye-opening, because I try to, if someone is not understanding me now, I try to like pause and be like, how can I say this differently to like make myself understood? So, that's definitely been helpful. And then just being on TikTok and having people kind of just break down what really should be simple concepts that I've just never thought about, and having a different perspective on a bunch of different shit from people who have it in their lived experience, and they can be like, hey, this, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, when you say it like that makes perfect sense. So I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot about a lot of different things, and I feel like I'm a much, much better person, much stronger person than I was 10 years ago. Socially, I'm weak as shit. I feel like if I try to fucking do a fucking bench press, I would break my shit. Yeah, I've grown. So I've grown, and I've lost family. I've lost family in many ways, actually. Back then, I would have said that I had a bunch of family, like biological family. Like, my chosen family is my chosen family. That's way more important to me. And yes, like, while I have biological family that still cares about me and I care about them, those numbers are fleeting. Those numbers are very limited to about 2. 1.5. 1 for sure. 1, I'm very confident. I'm very confident Hodges cares about me. Another cousin that I'm like half, maybe he cares. And I'm pretty sure none of the other ones give a shit about me. I'm pretty sure my entire family has basically disowned me. Whereas back then, I was like very much confident that I had this big ass family. But no, like, the people that I've chosen to be around, the people that I've chosen to be around me, those are more important than ever to me. And they have shown repeatedly that I'm important to them. They care about me. Yeah, so that's that. That's really it. I mean, I live in a house now. That's like, I was like, what? Like, there's got to be some like tangible shit, right? There's got to be some tangible shit. Yeah, I live in a house now. I've got more cameras. I've got drones and shit. Like, shit I didn't have before. 50-inch TV. PS4, fucking Xbox One. Like, shit I just didn't have. Shit that didn't exist. 10 years is a long fucking time. And there was just, I mean, I edit on my Ryzen computer. Ryzen wasn't even a fucking concept 10 years ago. That shit's crazy. Oh my God, that's fucking insane. But what's funny is this computer right here, the gaming computer, is the exact same it was 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure. I actually think it's the exact same processor that we built out 10 years ago. I'm fairly confident. It was in a different case, but yeah, I'm fairly confident. So some things didn't change because Ryzen is recent. Ryzen is 2016, I think? It was 2016. They were like, Ryzen, bitches. Yeah, so, you know, there was a whole MCU that showed up. At that point, 2012, we'd only had Avengers was just coming out. And that was like, holy shit. And now it's like, Endgame, bitch. TV shows, streaming platforms, for fuck's sake. Like Netflix was kind of like an outlier, but now it's like everyone. Yeah, the world is shit. The world is a different fucking place. Donald fucking Trump was president for a minute. God damn. Within that time frame. That's insane. Just thinking about some shit that happens in 10 years. You don't want to believe it. Like, you were there for it, but like, Donald fucking Trump was president. What the fuck is wrong with us? As a country. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, my wife is off doing her sleep study tonight. I have come up. I did want to share this. This is something that's definitely changed over the last 10 years. I never used to do this shit. Like, keep an organizer. I keep something to keep my shit organized. It is uploaded, and boom. Here is what I've done with this. Hold on. So as I showed earlier, if I find that footage, I did do the stickers, and I've been trying to play around. So I was kind of doing the same thing I was doing in the other book, but I was like, well, this already has squares, right? So let me just try to do some shit. So here's kind of what I've come up with. I have like the complete task checkbox, but then I have individual boxes for all the steps, right? Panels on pages today. I had to record it, I had to edit it, and I had to upload it. So I wanted to make sure that I had an individual check for each of those before I could check off the whole thing. That way I know it's completely done, because as you may recall, I have definitely put out 2 vlogs on the same day because I recorded it, edited it, and then didn't upload. So I wanted to give myself some sort of accountability. So that's kind of what I'm working with here. I think this kind of notebook is actually going to be helpful, but obviously that is limited in pages, and I've got different styles for these anyway. Just need more stickers. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this one there. Like I said, my wife is off doing her sleep study, so I've got to be up for a little bit longer to take the dogs out so they can do their business and not try to wake me up in the middle of the night, because I don't play that game. And then I'll go to bed, and I'll still try to wake up early. I was actually, I went to sleep, like, I probably passed out at 11:30 last night, maybe a little later, but like when the alarm went off for 6, I could have gotten up. Like, I was ready, but I was kind of like, nah, like, I don't have to get up, so I'm not going to. Maybe I should have, but I, like, it went off, I was like, all right. Although maybe it was a song. We'll see what happens tomorrow, because it's on shuffle, and if that song doesn't work, I might need to just have it give me that specific song every time. See, they want to go out. See how long.